12 prepositions of place for you to learn. If you are a beginner in this level, here you have the most common. Let's start.
This is the easiest vocabulary when you want to refer to locations in the space. As you can see, we have an empty space and then a blue cube. So I can say that the blue cube, the blue box, is in the center of the picture. And now we have a red ball, and in the simple present, you can say the red ball is in or inside the blue box. What's the difference? Just the emphasis. In general, inside when you want to be emphatic. Now, the position of the ball is different. You can say in front of. The red ball is in front of the blue box. In some place of the front part of the blue cube, you can say at. At is understood when it is followed the front of. The red ball is at the blue box. Not necessarily directly in front of it, but in some point of the front part. Then, as you can see, the position changed, and this is what we call behind. The red ball is behind the blue box. Another preposition that we can use is on. You can say the red ball is on the blue box or upon. The red ball is upon the blue box. Then we can recognize above. The red ball is above or over the blue box. Above means directly on it, but with a space in between. Over could be in any point of that position, not directly necessarily. The opposite of it is under. Under, touching the surfaces, the red ball is under the blue box. But if there is a space in between, now it's not under, it's below. The red ball is below the blue box. If it is one side, you can say next to. The red ball is next to the blue box. Again, when you have any point of the object in reference, in this case the cube or the blue box, you can say around, not necessarily in front, not in one side, but it could be at any position surrounding that cube. So you can say the red ball is around the blue box. Then, if you have something in the middle and two objects as reference, you can say the blue box is between and then the two objects of reference, in this case the red ball and the yellow ball. Those two types of references, or those two objects that you use to refer, can be used with across from. One is across from the other. Across also means totally in the opposite side. The red ball is across from the yellow ball. Well, to sum up, here you have them again. We started by mentioning this example. The red ball is in the cube because we had a red ball and the cube. But following the rest, here you have in front of, under, below, next to, across from. In the upper side, not in the lower side, but in the upper side, we had on, we had above. If you're referring to your left side, you can say on the left of or on the right of. Around as the preposition that we needed to say in some point surrounding that object. And away from is not necessarily a preposition of place, but it is most likely used for the movement. So away from is one of the prepositions that we're going to use in our next class. The next class referred to the prepositions of movement. So there you have them.